Now, if you type into Google, what's your biggest weakness? This is the first result you get, and it's this list from HubSpot. But most of these answers suck. In this video, I will teach you what you should say instead for this annoying but necessary interview question. So in this video, I'll go through first, why recruiters ask this question in the first place. Second, the answers that you want to avoid that's gonna eliminate you from the process. And 3, how to answer it with this easy formula and 5 examples that you can pick and choose from. And if you don't know me already, my name is Sho Do-won. I'm a former recruiter turned career coach helping you get hired and paid. Let's first talk about why they ask you this question. I know it's juicy to hear that they want dirt on us or if they want us to mess up and eliminate ourselves, but the truth is, this is just the norm. It's just one of those questions that's a classic interview question that you're gonna get. Other questions can be, tell me about yourself, where do you see yourself in 5 years, what's your biggest strength? All of these are classics, so you just gotta prepare for it. If you need help, check out our other videos on how to answer these interview questions. So while they might not be looking for dirt in this question, if you do say the wrong answer, they will eliminate you on the spot, and I'll share what those answers are in a bit. But the main reason they ask you this question is really simple. They just want to see how self-aware you are and how honest you are. Because at the end of the day, everyone has something that they're working towards, something that they might not be proud of just yet. They want to see what that is for you and how you're working on improving it. Hint, that latter half, how you are improving it, that's actually the thing that they want to see. So now you know why they are asking this question. Let's move on what you should avoid when you answer this question. First, let's talk about the classic stuff that everyone says. I'm a perfectionist, I work too hard, I care too much. At this point, recruiters are just gonna roll their eyes because they've heard it so often. You do not wanna be that person. Because remember, it goes back to you being self-aware and honest. And you saying something like that just shows that you're not any of those things. The other answers you want to avoid are weaknesses directly related to that role. For example, if I'm going for a tech sales roles and I tell the recruiter, yeah, I would probably say my biggest weakness right now is getting on the phone and talking to strangers. Yeah, you do not want to say that. Adding on to that point, you also want to avoid anything that makes you look like a bad teammate or someone that no one wants to work with. So you saying things like, oh, I'm not good at handling different projects, I'm not good at working with a big team, I'm not good at being organized, I'm sloppy, whatever those weaknesses are, if it makes you look bad as a team member, do not say them. And the last thing I want you to avoid is saying a personal quality about you that implies that you're stuck in that behavior. For example, don't say, yeah, I'm not really a social person. I've never really been that confident in my abilities. I don't look ahead and I'm not strategic. You see how all of those things are personal? They're a personal quality about you? Avoid that. Instead of you saying, I'm not social, you can say, I'm not comfortable speaking up in big groups at first. Instead of you saying, I'm not confident, you can say, public speaking is still scary for me and I'm not comfortable in that skill yet. And instead of you saying, I'm not strategic, you can say, I'm learning how to better use data to drive my decision making. You see the difference there? We're not pinpointing on something that can't be changed. We're pinpointing on a skill, on a habit, on things that we're working on right now. You heard a couple of examples there, but I'd love to hear from you. Comment down some weaknesses that you would answer, and I'll give you some feedback in the comments. Now you know why recruiters ask that question. Now you know what to avoid. Let's talk about what you should actually say. If this is the first video you've ever seen of me, this is the framework that I teach all my clients to answer your interview questions. It goes like paint the picture, go into the details, and then wrap up. And for this question, this means, what's the weakness? How has it impacted me in my past? And what am I doing now to improve upon it? But remember, the key point here is you're not choosing a weakness that's fluffy that you think will make you look good. You are choosing a weakness that's real and that you're actively working on. Remember, self-awareness and honesty, that's the key. So here are 5 examples here that you can say in your next interview. Delegating tasks to team members, giving people constructive feedback, presenting to a large group of people, learning a specific tool, but remember, it can't be directly related to the role, or being nervous around senior leaders. Let's take one of those and I'll give you an example using the formula. Let's say delegating to team members. So if you're at an interview and the interviewer asks, I'd love to hear from you, what's your biggest weakness? You can say, there's a lot of different things that I'm currently trying to work on as a new manager, but if I had to pick one, it would probably be my delegation skills. There's been times in the past where I've caught myself in my individual contributor mode and wanting to do everything for the team. I've learned that being a little bit more strategic and using a project management tool like Asana to keep us updated has actually kept us more efficient and more on track towards our goal. It's definitely still a work in progress for me, but I'm currently enrolled in a leadership project management program that's helped out a lot, and I'm looking forward to learning from the great leaders here. And there you have it. That's a weakness that's real, that shows I'm self-aware, I'm honest, and shows that I'm still actively trying to work on it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and for more freebies, click the link in the description. I'll see you next week. Good luck.